We're back for another top 5 videos. If you missed yesterday's one for the top 5 teams from League 2, go back and watch yesterday's video. I'll put it down in the description below. This is the top 5 video for who I think you should manage on Football Manager 2018. We're going to be looking today at League 1 and picking out who my 5 teams to potentially manage would be on next year's game. So let's get straight into the first pick. Now the first one is Portsmouth. Now I know what you're thinking. I've done the Portsmouth challenge before. What's new about this one? Well, first of all, they've done the hard bit for you. After recent years declining, going down the football leagues with financial difficulties, Paul Cook has got them back into League 1, and that's just the starting point. However, if the takeover bid from their new chairman comes through, you guys are going to have a party with how much money you can potentially spend at Portsmouth. Obviously, they've got the good fans, they've got the good stadium, they've got a decent youth facility. You know all about that. But if they've got so much money to spend next year, who knows where you could take this team? It's a good challenge, is Portsmouth. I've done this one a couple of times myself. I've really enjoyed managing Portsmouth on this game. But next year, it could be so good. So good if you've got that much money to spend. Next up is Oldham Athletic. Now, why am I making you pick Oldham Athletic? Well, they have been in this division since 1997. They are the longest team to have been in a division throughout the Football League. They've even been in this division longer than Ipswich have been in the Championship. I mean, come on. That is a long, long time. They're in a good catchment area. They're right near Manchester, or in Manchester, I'm not particularly sure, but they're in that area. You've got Man United, you've got Man City, you've got Liverpool, you've got Everton, all in that catchment area. You can pick some quality players out from the youth systems in here. My challenge to you is to get Oldham out of this blooming division and get them back up throughout the leagues. I mean, when I was growing up in the early 90s, I remember watching my dad's videotapes, and Oldham were in the Premier League, or Premiership back then. They've been up there. They've been there. They can easily go back again. And that is a challenge I'm saying to you guys. Get Oldham out of this division after such a long period of time being stuck in League 1. They've got good stadium and a good catchment area. The challenge is there. Go and do it. Now, the MK Dons is a controversial one, not only because of the club that they are, but because of the chairman, because of the stadium, the way that the club was built from the very beginning. I don't personally agree with what happened. However, from a Football Manager perspective, MK Dons is a great opportunity. You've seen Home Dressing Rooms challenge with MK Dons. It's been well publicised on his channel. But great stadium, good catchment area, fantastic youth facilities, obviously producing the fantastic Dele Alli. They've got so many good young players coming through at the moment, and they're now starting to, in this summer, get rid of some of the older generation as well. Their time to rebuild this club is now beginning, and after a recent relegation from the Championship, they're now back in League 1 where they've been for quite some time. So again, challenges you guys, get them back up into the Championship and build from there. You've got such a good opportunity with MK Dons to really build and make, well, rewrite history. There's no history that's been done before. Brand new team. As said, everything is in place for you to really make this club something great. Rotherham. What a poor season they had in the Championship. It was just a step too far. Neil Warnock did an amazing job keeping these guys in the Championship. Obviously realised he couldn't do it again and jumped ship before he could, before he had a real challenge on his hand. My task to you is to get Rotherham to be an established Championship team. They're going to be in League 1 at the point of you playing FM18, but they're in, again, a really good catchment area. They've got the facilities now. They've got a good stadium, good youth side of it. They like to buy a lot of young players, so you can build a proper team. Get yourself back out of League 1 and get them to be in the Championship and get them to stay in the Championship. Build on it and see where you can take them. Premier League football, who knows? That might be a stretch too far. I don't know. You know, some of you guys are pretty good at Football Manager. But first step is to get them being back in the Championship side. Get them competing with the likes of Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United, Leeds, all their local rivals. Get them competing with those guys and really make Rotherham a force to be reckoned with. Now the next one you might think is an obvious one, Blackburn Rovers. Now for me, this is going to be a real challenge next year. The reason why is because although they have the Venkies, I don't know whether or not they're going to be prepared to put the money where the mouth is. They haven't done it over recent years. It's well publicised, 250,000 that they've pumped in terms of transfer fees for the last 2 years. That's just simply not good enough from owners who are supposed to be unbelievably rich. Will they provide funds in League One? I highly doubt it. So you are going to have to take what was an established Premier League side, obviously former Premier League winner. You're going to have to take them from the utter despair of League One relegation to the Championship and beyond again. It's a good challenge. Whether or not they're going to give you money, that's where your management skills are going to come in. Who can you sign on a free transfer? What type of players can you bring in? Are you going to use the youth team? Are you going to use the existing squad? Who's actually going to be left of the existing squad? It's such a massive summer for Blackburn Rovers. It really is. Such a good club, and another club ruined by bad owners. But will the FA listen to us? No, they're not going to listen. They're going to carry on allowing the Venkies to do whatever they want to this great club, and to so many clubs up and down the country run by poor owners. But that's not your concern on FM. Your concern is to make Blackburn Rovers great again. So they're my top 5 teams. Let me know down in the comment section what you think. Who are you going to manage next year's game from League One, if you are going to pick anybody from League One? Are there any other teams in here that you think would be of a decent option? I mean, I suppose depending on who gets promoted, maybe Bradford might be a good challenge. Possibly Oxford, because apparently they're getting lots of money pumped into them next year. Who knows? I mean, Scunthorpe, they've just missed out on the playoffs in terms of being knocked out of the semi-final, so that might be an interesting challenge. Southend, an uncapped potential. There's so many good teams in this division that you could be. But as I said, leave me down in the comment section who you're going to be. What do you think of the top 5 teams that I've picked out? Leave it down in the comment section. But if you've enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for future content. Tomorrow's video is going to be about the Championship. Yeah, we're moving up to the big boys now. So until next time, as always, adios.